Hello, I'm Danny Bailly from Iron Keel Strength. We are going to go to the chiropractor today so that way he can basically shock the crap out of my leg. We're trying to achieve me running again, and I'm basically running again because they say that I can't. The reason that I can't run is I had a stroke 4 years ago, and before that I had a diving accident, and it was about 12 years before the stroke, and that it happened in 420 feet of water, and I had to go through 5 days of decompression just so that way I could get to a doctor. So that was 4 years of recovery, and them once again saying, you probably shouldn't run again. And I said, bullshit. And they put me in a brace whenever I was doing that, and I didn't like the brace, didn't like the way it fit, so I was interning for a football camp, and I got with one of the coaches there, and we started working on my running, and then I had the physical therapist on that side working on me too, and we got me to where I was running again. And then I went and opened a gym, and here we sit with Iron Keel Strength. And yes, so I opened up the gym in 2016, and was going through the trials and tribulations of being a gym owner and being in a rocky marriage, and I had a stroke. And this time, instead of just worrying about my right foot, I had the whole right side of my body to worry about. So they put me back in a wheelchair, and I couldn't speak, so it took a lot to get them to get me speaking. And then I was gaining mobility and strength, but the thing is I had a hard time communicating, and it's just like, and then I had aphasia, which I still have, till this day. And, it's like I will be thinking something, and I'll go to say it, and it'll just turn into something that, like, what was I saying? What was I doing? So we finally kind of got that under control, and got me back to walking, and then I started coaching again, and that in itself has been quite the hurdle because it requires everything that I couldn't do, and till this day can't do. But to get people to do stuff, it's it's something. I have to say I love it. This brace is basically set up to give me a little bit of rebound right here, so it's got the strut on it. I'm actually going to get the strut replaced, so I got to go to talk to him Thursday, and they're going to replace my strut, and then look at another brace that they gave me that I originally started in, and they're thinking that with that brace I'll have the ability to be able to try to run. So it's quite the escapade. Literally one step at a time.
So how you feeling?
I'm feeling fine.
Anything new to report?
Nothing new.
Nothing new? Okay.
Nah, I mean, yeah. Nothing new.
Nothing new. How is that treating you?
I actually just started with this today.
Oh, today?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I just got the shoes yesterday.
Yeah, those are nice, man.
Yeah,
I like
know,
that. Yeah. Those are really nice. And they got a slight heel lift? And you got the insole. Mm-hmm. Nice. So that's kind of separate from this then? Mm-hmm. It's not actually in this?
No.
Okay. So you're not really dorsiflex. They just kind of have you at 90. Mm-hmm. But that keeps you from hyperextending, huh? Probably mostly because of this. Let me see you stand without it. Ah, so it is all the heel lift that does it.
Of that. I want to see if I can get it to where I can run without a brace. Mm-hmm. But
yeah,
if I can't, then if I can at least run with the brace,
then at least you can run. Yeah, yeah. No, definitely. Yeah, play around with it and let me know. Let me know how everything goes. But are you happy with it so far?
No. Okay. what kind of?
Well, if it's doing what you needed to do.
No, I'm not happy with it at all.
Okay. All right. Well, let's get that off and let's get cracking then.
Happy with it. Trust me, I wouldn't be here.
Dude, that's so much better, man.
Yeah, I know. If you could have seen it whenever
I couldn't move this thing. This would not. I was pushing on it and it was just still. And then when I was doing this wasn't moving at all. It was just. So we've definitely got like, in comparison to where he was before, like this is just fantastic. We didn't get a picture of all the swelling and the discoloration before, and now it's like dude, it's so much. He's so much less swollen altogether. All this in here was like all more like a darker kind of, not black, but like just darker in general. Now it's kind of more skin colored, so we're doing great. And then this alone too, so toes up. Yeah, like dude, look at that, man. That is great. And then flex down and then back up again. That is incredible. This is called a shockwave machine. More specifically, it's a focused shockwave machine. So there's a radial and there's a focused one. Focused is kind of literally what it sounds like. It's more focused in an area of tissues. It uses sound waves to shoot pulses into the tissue. Those pulses shake things up and they startle everything in there, and it causes this body's natural healing response. So the body's naturally going to have more blood flow to that area, more nervous system activation to that area, and it also helps stimulate like your stem cells and all your healing properties in that area. The difference between the focused and the radial is that focused uses like a ice cream cone formation to get down into the tissue, whereas a radial kind of hits and then spreads. So this is a very good, expensive machine that goes a long way. But it's also great for breaking down scar tissue, promoting healing, proprioception, so he's more aware of his ankle and what's going on. But the reason I'm getting around the ankle joint is because I'm trying to break up any chronic scar tissue from it not moving for so long. So we've noticed that the more we do this, the more kind of range we get in his ankle. All right, you ready?
Yeah.
We're at 4. I think we got you up to 5 last time. You want to start at 5 or start at 4?
Start at 5.
Okay. Ready?
Yep.
Move it around
There.
until it's a painful spot. We sit on it and it'll be painful and it'll kind of start to reside, and he tells me when it goes away, and then we move on. Danny's got damage from an accident, so he's got a lot of scar tissue and he's got a lot of remodeling and stuff and grafting and stuff in here. And then he also had the stroke on top of it. So Danny's a little different because it's kind of a two-part thing. We're trying to get all this scar tissue moving again and reformed. We're trying to get everything moving again and also trying to retrain his nervous system. It's usually one or the other. So I haven't really had anybody like Danny specifically.
There.
But I've had, right here, I've had like I've had people with strokes. I've had, I even had like somebody who fell on glass on their sciatic nerve, and then they had a little bit of like a drop foot kind of thing going on where they couldn't activate the muscles in their feet. So that's different because all you're dealing with is reprogramming the nervous system. But having to kind of add both, where we're trying to really break all this up and get it moving, but then also training his nervous system, it's been fun for the both of us. So we just reset it every 4,000 clicks. So for him, we do about three sets of 4,000 clicks. I try to get the inside, a little bit of the outside, the front, and then the lateral side here.
On a level of 1 to 10, Danny, 10 being the most painful, where would you be sitting?
Yeah, it's somewhere around a 4 or 5.
What does it feel like to you?
Uncomfortable.
For me, it's more like a toothache. So it's like almost like a deep bone ache. Honestly, like truthfully speaking, it's not the most comfortable thing in the world, but the results are crazy.
Yeah.
Takes a little second to hook them all up here. How do you feel when you leave? Right as you walk out the door, do you feel anything different at all, or is it just kind of as the days come afterwards?
Yeah. I don't know.
All right.
I'm kind of numb to all of this.
Okay, I gotcha. So you mostly just kind of notice the improvement as you go on. Right there. Let's try that out. All right, hang out for just a second.
How much
Yep.
pressure?
Yep. Down.
To the wall do you recommend?
Press off the heel.
Almost.
How's this feeling?
Do I usually look at?
Didn't we have a harder
You
time?
had a much harder time
Yeah.
last time. This is looking beautiful. Drive off that heel. So the first time we did this exercise, Danny was very off balance,
And I couldn't keep my heel down.
and he couldn't keep his heel
and I'm
down.
wondering why I can keep my heel down.
Because we're making progress, Danny.
Damn it.
So I try to mimic things that'll semi-copy gait. We're trying to get his heel down more, and we're trying to get more dorsiflexion in his ankle. And we're trying to get his toes to grab the ground and just kind of mimic what a normal walk-in stance would look like. So we try to drive the heel or the knee over the toes, and we try to drive off the heel. I was holding your foot down and I was holding you up.
Yeah.
Remember, I was sitting there holding you up? Yeah. Yeah. Dude, it's a huge improvement, man.
Well, in just 3 or 4 days.
3 or 4 sessions, yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, no, but where I was.
Sure, I'll do it. But I know this.
That's great, dude.
Yeah, the Zercher is going to be more powerful in terms of response center mass. How much it's
Okay, so this was the one where you. Oh, let's move this. All right, so drive off the heel to step up, all on this leg, all the weights on this foot. It's quite a bit better. Drive off the heel, keep the heel down. There you go. So this is a weird one. I'm trying to get him to keep his heel down while his foot's in front, and so that he can drive his knee more over his toes, so we can drive more dorsiflexion in here. Because right now his foot wants to escape out to the side so he can come up onto his toes. So I'm trying to help him make heel contact with the ground. And then when he pushes it right here, we're kind of forcing dorsiflexion that he doesn't quite have yet. But it's training his nervous system and it's pushing this tissue.
The Zercher is going to force you into a stacked position, which is why.
Good. Give me 2 more, okay? This machine is great. It's an E-stem device, but it uses direct current. So back in the day, the Russians used Russian E-stem, and they used direct current. But they didn't have a carrier frequency, which is the frequency that carries the electricity through the skin into the tissues. So they were getting a lot of burns. So what these guys did was they were able to find the carrier frequency that can deliver the direct current into the nervous system without, so bypassing the skin essentially. And this current speaks to the nervous system. So you're able to retrain the nervous system. You're able to get muscles that are just not awake to turn back on. I mean, it's awesome. So I strap it up onto him to try to get his nervous system more in touch with his leg, but then to also kind of give his leg muscles a pump, which is, I think, one of the biggest reasons why we have so much less swelling in that leg, is because all those muscles are pumping and working and delivering that blood and all that fluid back up into your system. So I absolutely love this machine. This is key for anybody who has any neurological issues, strokes, diabetes patients that maybe have like one foot or one hand that they can't feel, which is called neuropathy. Different things like that. This machine is absolutely incredible for. Not that bad. He goes home and cries because he's so sore every time. No, I'm just kidding.
Hey, I cry in the shower.
Oh, that's my bad. When nobody can hear you, right?
Yeah,
And the tears fall with the water.
All right, sir. So how are you feeling after that?
About the same as I feel. I feel about the same as I feel after every appointment. You know. How many more of these do I got to go? This would be, I think, up in the thousands.
Oh, worth it?
Yeah.
Worth it for your goal,
Yeah.
which is?
Run, Danny, run.